very few Indians pay income taxes. Millions of Indians hide their income from tax authorities and evade taxes. This whole belief is just one big myth. Yes, India has very few taxpayers, but that is not because millions of people are hiding their incomes and avoiding taxes. It is because India is still a very poor country and the income tax structure has been designed to collect income taxes only from the top few. According to the latest income tax rules, only people earning more than 5 lakh rupees per year will effectively pay an income tax. The others that fall below this limit will not pay any income tax. So how many Indians earn more than 5 lakh rupees a year to qualify to pay income tax? According to the government's economic survey of 2020, India's per capita income is 1.4 lakh rupees. That is, the average Indian earns roughly around 1.4 lakh rupees. We know the income tax limit, exemption limit, is 5 lakh rupees. Notice that the income tax exemption limit is more than 3 times the average Indian's income, which then means that the average Indian who's below the income tax exemption limit is not required to pay any income tax. The average American, that is a person who earns the same as America's per capita income, pays a 22% income tax. Similarly, the average Chinese, Mexican, German, French all pay income taxes in their country. That is because almost every country in the world has an income tax exemption limit that is below the average income of their people. Only India and Bangladesh have income tax limits that are much higher than the average income. So the average Indian whose income is below the income tax limit does not have to pay any income tax. But remember, the income tax limit is 3 times the average income. Using India's inequality and income tax data, I estimate that only 3% of working Indians earn 3 times the average per capita income. That is, only 3% of Indians earn more than 5 lakh rupees per year. This is comparable to most countries. Only 5% of Americans earn 3 times their average income, 4% of British and 3% of Chinese. Hence, only 3% of Indians are even qualified to pay income tax, which is why India has a very low income tax base. It is not because millions of people are just hiding their incomes in some secret corner. It is because for a poor country such as India, the income tax limit is very high, and so automatically most Indians fall out of the tax bracket. No. The per capita income is calculated using India's GDP data. Let's assume millions of Indians have hidden their income under their pillows or in some secret corner. At some point, these millions of Indians who have hidden these incomes will use it to buy goods, gold, real estate and other things. This is then automatically captured in GDP data and will be reflected in the average income. It is not possible that millions of people have hidden their cash for many years without ever using them. Even if they did that, it will get reflected in the Reserve Bank of India's money supply data. So if we believe India's GDP, economic and income data, then we have to accept that under India's income tax structure, only 3% of Indians qualify to pay income tax. Let me be very clear. I am not for a minute suggesting that there are no tax evaders or black money holders in India. There are surely many such people, but there are not millions of them.